Good afternoon. My name is Jacob Close. I'm here to give you a presentation on a subject of my choice from the first assignment. I am taking a course called Foundations of Education, also known as EDU 1107 at Florida State College online. For a couple days we've been reading about learning strategies, and our first assignment is a presentation on what we have learned off of the subject that we've been assigned to choose from. My presentation today is about childhood cognitive and language development. I decided to choose this subject because it hits home to me. I have a lot of experience in this situation from what I've dealt with and what I see every day in the classroom. Me personally, I'm not a fast learner. I can give you some examples throughout this presentation. Looking up some information from the material that we have, there were two statistics that I thought was mind-blowing. And just letting you know, during early childhood, a child's ability to learn and understand as well as produce language happens at an amazing rate. One reason why I say amazing rate is because it's amazing what I'm about to tell you. Students learn at different rates depending on their backgrounds. Some students, like myself, need time to learn what we are trying to learn. There's others that just get it right away, and then there's the average student. Two statistics that I thought was very interesting. At age 3, children have a vocabulary of roughly 900 words. Think about that, 900 words. Mind blown. Your child, 900 words is a lot in my opinion. If you take a pen, take a piece of paper, and you write down 900 words, I'm pretty sure even at like the 100th word, 200th word, you're probably going to look back on a few words to make sure that you didn't already write this word down. That's how many 900 is at age 3. You think that's impressive? By age 6, their language starts to explode and they have a vocabulary of over quadruple the amount that they had at age 3. Want to take a guess at how much? I'll give you a second or two. How about 8,000 to 14,000 words at age 6? Double the amount of time, but way over double of what they learned 3 years previous. I have noticed in my own children's development that he can already understand a handful of words before he can even say them himself. Let me say that again. I have a 1-year-old, my wife and I have a 1-year-old that can't speak words yet. I've noticed in his development that he can already understand what his mother and I are saying to him before he can even say them himself. Children often develop ways to understand words that are frequently used before they can even communicate them on their own. My wife and I, we talk to him as if he's a normal individual. We talk to him, we laugh with him, we go around the house, we point things out, we tell him exactly what it is. We watch his reaction. We do it over and over again. Once a day, go around the house, go around the front yard, point things out that catch his interest and tell him what it is. Go to other things around it and then go back to him so it reminds him of what it is that's catching his attention. Eventually, their spoken language catches up with their understanding and they start to express and put together words with meaning. This will happen in the next year, 2 years, when I watch my son develop into the individual that he will become. Once a child moves beyond using just 2-word sentences, they start to put together more complex sentences. They start adding words together, they start making words plural, and then move onto verbs. During the language explosion, children really start to pick up their language skills more because they begin to soak in their surroundings and begin to learn from the examples of others around them. That right there, guys, is informing you that society and the environment that you raise your children in has a great impact on how they learn and how they develop as individuals. That is why we study in libraries, in study halls, in quiet surrounding areas, so you can soak in what you're reading, so you can have an understanding of it and learn the material. You're going to learn a lot better in those environments rather than going to a mall or to a playground or to while others are playing video games or something like that. They're not going to be able to concentrate. The skills children pick up at this time will start to mimic their surroundings, so using appropriate language and encouraging their language behavior is key. Just like I said, my wife and I, we talk to him like a normal individual. We like seeing his reactions to what we say to him, and he catches on to them. This brings us to a part of a child's development on a more general scale, where the theorists wonder if a child develops more from their surrounds or if it is just naturally born into a person. It is not natural, in my own opinion. You're telling that a student or individual can learn the same way if they're brought up two different ways. Example, just like I've said 3 times now, my wife and I, we talk to our 1-year-old as if he's a normal individual. We sit down, we play with him, we interact with him, we ask him questions even though he is not going to answer back. We do it as if he would. And he recognizes tones, he recognizes images, he's familiar with things that go around. My wife will ask when I come home from work, "Where's Dad? Where's Daddy?" And guess what? Because he knows where I come from every day, whenever he hears that door opens, guess what? He's looking he knows exactly where I'm going to be standing when I get home. Now, they're going to learn a lot better and a lot faster than if we had a second child and all we decided to do was guard them around a gate and have them just play with blocks and cars and, let him hold books and play with his own toys with nobody interacting with him. Yeah, he's eventually going to learn some things, but it's going to take double the time, sometimes triple the time. He's not going to know how to interact with people because he's never interacted with people. He's going to learn things on his own. It's going to take him some time, and he's not really going to know how to do group projects as you all do in class as you get older. I personally think that the child's development is based on their surroundings and how they interact, even with the experience in their own lives. That is why you can see the language and behavior you use around a child can really benefit the child or hinder their development. Even if it is that simple, even if that they simply learn wrong behaviors or language. Let me say that again. That is why you can see that the language and behavior you use around a child can really benefit the child or hinder their development, even if that they simply learn wrong behaviors or language. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has failed at something or got something wrong. Not everybody gets everything right the first time, just like in developing your learning skills and your development of speaking. You're going to learn different meanings. You're going to use them in different wrong ways. You're going to catch yourself, and you're going to correct yourself. Eventually, children, as they enter grade school, starting at around kindergarten, first grade, second grade, they start to develop and expand their vocabulary of language. They learn to use the right form of words and present in past tense, just like I said before. They're going to learn words, they're going to learn meanings, but some words have the same word but different meanings. They're going to use them in the wrong way, and guess what? Someone's going to point out to them and tell them that they're wrong. But as they get older, even if they still make a few mistakes here and there, they'll be able to catch themselves and point it out. They also learn to point out errors in sentences they may see and cannot correct, or that they see and can correct other people just by listening to their own language. Next, a child learns to understand the meaning of a sentence, even if the words of the sentence don't specifically have words related to that meaning in them. That means they'll read a sentence, they'll catch on to a word that they've heard before, and they'll know exactly what the meaning is, but they may not know the other word or the other meaning in that word in that same sentence. They also learn to change their speaking based on the audience they have. A child is going to learn, and a child is going to speak differently, definitely at a young age. They will speak differently to an adult, teacher, parent, guardian than they would another little kid that they just barely know. Whether there's a problem going on, they're going to tell the adult right away what the problem is. But they may be hesitant to tell the other person to stop that they're having a problem with, or leave me alone, stuff like that. They will speak more maturely to adults and less formal to kids their age. I just talked about that. At this time, children also learn that words have multiple meanings, and they are able to not only recognize those, but also use them in different ways. I'm going to leave it right there for now, guys. I appreciate you guys listening to my topic of childhood cognitive and language development. I hope you enjoyed it, and you guys have a great day. I'll see you again another time. Have a great day.